GT40's second war of Season 49, and I am bringing CGR, Photon, and Odin. Obviously, Odin is just for the pre-fights, but I have Awakened pre-fights, which of course are much stronger. But yeah, in all seriousness, I haven't ever brought CGR to war, and I've only used Photon for 1 or 2 fights in war, so 2 pretty new war attackers. First, I have a Kushala on Path 6, and I said in the first war video that GT40 was not trying, and that is true, but GT40 is selectively partially trying, so like not full max boost, not crazy plans, but planning some wars and pod planning others. And because this was a war that we thought we could win, even like non-max boosting with a decent plan, we did actually decide to plan this. So shout out to, I believe it was Comms and DP who planned this in our break season, so shout out to them. And yeah, so Photon versus a Kushala. Game plan is pretty straightforward. Here I really should have triggered the I don't really know what it's called, Pure Light form, and I didn't. So instead I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna trigger it now, drop the special 2 when I actually have full Furies, and it's going to do pretty good damage. Probably could combo Relic, combo special 1 and end it, but not familiar enough with her where I want to risk that. And I get caught in a dash back like an absolute pleb. Dash in. It's safe to dash in because if she parries me, well, I guess it's not fully safe because she could sidestep me, but like if that happened, rip. Okay, so I said I hadn't used a lot of CGR, so my game plan was I was going to PS1 here and then just cycle, because in the normal CGR cycle, he has a chance to throw special 1, and Doom's special 1 is unblockable, which is a big no-no with CGR because I have to dex it. So figured PS1 would be nice. My game plan was I was going to light ender, and then I think it was heavy, but that ends up like not being a good idea, so I just end up not doing that. I do the medium ender instead, drop the special 2, and I'm just at L3. So I actually here I tried to get a heavy off. That stupid. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. There's no reason to complete the judgment cycle with the heavy because my special 3 will do it, and I obviously do not need the aptitude. So not really a good play. Of course, not a risky one at all, but just shows that I don't really know how to play CGR in war, which is okay. I also did not have the Suicide Masteries on for that fight because I knew that they would not matter, and I'll talk about those Masteries with CGR in a little bit. The next fight that I have is a Kindred, and this is okay, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but this is my favorite fight of the season so far. Crazy, I know, right? Because I've taken, what, like 6 fights or something. But I really like this fight. This is a lot of fun, and I thought I played it pretty well. And given that I'm me, playing it really well is not all that common of a thing, so we have to enjoy the commodities when we get them. So this is an Ascended rank 5 Kindred, and I am using Photon. She is half ramped, which is helpful. But the game plan is the same as with any Kindred fight, just pause his stuff and you're pretty much good to go. Okay, so check this out. Parry combo, wonderful, and we're pretty much good. Want to bait this out, he throws that, perfect, punish that with a light just to be a little bit faster, and I'm almost ramped up here, trying to bait out a heavy. He doesn't really want to throw that. I'm like, okay, so now I'm in the Fury mode, the Pure Light form, punish that to pause again, and here he's almost at 5%, so okay, watch this. I use my phase to hit in, and I back off because I'm not sure if that's going to crit. I want to know that I'm going to kill him. So I tap him twice, drop the special 1, and take 0 degen damage, which is perfect. So very clean fight there. I thought I executed that pretty well. And then I have a Maestro. And so when you use CGR in war, you use Suicides. That's a given. I didn't want to spend 70 units, and I figured that I could CGR Maestro in Battlegrounds without Suicides, without power back boosts, without Rich Get Richer. And you're going to see actually here, I already, like Rich Get Richer kind of messes me up a lot more than I was anticipating. So it kind of throws me for a loop a little bit, and I mean, Suicides like literally would not have helped this fight at all. So I definitely made the right choice there, or maybe not choice, but it didn't matter. And I also have a PS1, which was a mistake. That's a big no-go, but it's fine. So check this out. I drop this, do a medium ender, and I'm not going to be able to get to my light attack because of Rich Get Richer. So oopsies. The one thing I want to watch is those charges, so I need to get my last judgment off quick. And I actually get it off right before he goes into his glancing mode, so that's perfect. On top of this, he will be special locked for this special 3, but it's going to do a ton of damage, probably throw him into Assassin's Range there. So, yeah, he's at 12%. He's also fully Fate Sealed, which is nice. So I blocked the first 2 hits just to be safe. Medium, light, and he's gone. So even without the Suicide Masteries, sub 40-second fight with CGR, he truly is the GOAT. It's crazy how good he is. Okay, so one last fight here, and we have a Absorbing Man. And I have my Odin pre-fight with the Shock, of course. And I decided I was going to Intercept here, because if I get parried, I will have my Untouchable, so it should be fine. I do have an Invul on, so for some reason, if weird stuff happens, it's great. But basically, the main reason was I wanted to have my Petrify on when I applied the debuff. So that's why you see that this is a Conflictor node, and he just really didn't gain that much power, and that's because I applied the debuff. I also can actually sidestep Absorbing Man, but I didn't really feel like doing that in this fight. Okay, so here I push him to L2, and I'm absolutely chunking him, by the way. He's taking crazy amounts of damage. Realistically, should have pushed him to L3. There wasn't really a reason not to. And I'm going to lose my Pure Light form because he is the worst. So I get down to 4, which means that after this special 2, it's going to be gone, which is nice. So I don't know how much Pure Light form I lost. It's unblockable, so I can just chuck it there, which is nice. I don't know how much Pure Light form I lost just by him being a meanie with the special 2, but I think it was something like 10 charges, which is, of course, quite annoying. So this last part of the fight is going to be a little bit rough. And here, just trying to turn off his regen, so I'm going to push him to L2. Use the heavy, hopefully he'll throw it right off stand-up, which he doesn't, but then he throws it right after, which is fine. Okay, heavy this. Perfect. And then I also do have the ability to heavy counter his special 1 should he throw that, which is also a nice addition. So here I get up just so I know that I can heavy chain into special 2. Perfect. Heavy counter this. Special 2. And that is the fight and the war. So pretty clean war for me there, and had a lot of fun using some new champions, and didn't die or make any huge mistakes, which is always a good thing. So I will catch you in the next war video. Peace.